May I please, your Lordship? Lordship, with the consent of the petitioner, I beg to mention item number 3 of today's list. Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of S. Huma. Lordship, he is out of station. He is a council of UGC, Lordship.
My lord, I am for a read-appellant, my lord. My lord, date may be fixed, my lord.
Mr. A. Sharma, Standing Council,
UGC, Lordship.
UGC is not available today, and thus a request is made to adjourn the matter. With the consent of the learned counsel for the appellant, re-notify on
28 or 3rd, my lord.
not in this month.
My lord, matter is very urgent, my lord.
It's 2022 appeal, gentlemen, or the 17th October.
My lord,
Yes.
can we have it on, my lord? First week of, my lord.
It will not be possible, gentlemen. There are only 4 days in that first week which are working. 10th October, all right.
Obliged.
Obliged, my lord.
Lordship, may I mention item number 17 of daily list? Time for the read appellant. Lordship, the designated senior advocate is traveling from Manipur and he could not procure his tickets for the day.
Okay.
Kindly change the matter tomorrow. His
Arguing counsel for the appellant comes from the state of Manipur. He has not been able to come today as stated by Mr. A. Saikia.
yes.
Learned counsel A. Saikia. Thus re-notify on date
Tomorrow, you know.
tomorrow.
Yeah, he's reaching evening.
Re-notify tomorrow. That is
17.
May I please, your lordship. I'd like to mention for a.
May I please, your lordship? I'm,
Item
I'm the
number
cabinet-
17.
yes, I'm the caveat for the item number 17.
Yes.
The date may be fixed somewhere next week,
He's already traveling.
He is
He'll be
already
reaching by evening.
traveling, he started the travel.
but I've got the instruction
And
that
he's
it may
traveling
be
from
fixed for the
Imphal.
next week
You got the instruction?
for my senior in Manipur County.
So let your senior address the court from VC, by VC. We'll permit, we are permitting everyone to argue through VC. Even today, your counsel could have argued through VC. There's no difficulty. Why does he need to travel? You have got the best VC facilities in the country.
So there is no. Anyways, your lordship. Kindly.
Now, like tomorrow, you tell your engaged counsel to address the court through VC. Okay?
Okay.
Obliged.
May I please?
Uh,
Item 7, my lord.
This is for service. Wait. Let the matter be called out. This is a judicial officer matter.
Yes, my lord.
Why the matter is kept hanging for such a long time?
We need 2 weeks time to file affidavit in opposition, my lord. Affidavit is ready now. We are going.
Affidavit in opposition on behalf of?
High Court, my GH.
In this case, my lord, direction was given to take dusty service upon respondent number 6, 7, and 8. Accordingly, I have taken the dusty service, my lord.
You are for the appellant.
I am for them.
What has happened? Anyone is appearing? What has happened? Service is complete.
Yes, my lord. And yesterday, my lord, I have filed my affidavit on.
All relevant counsel for the appellant submits that he has filed affidavit in proof of the service upon the response numbers 5, 6, and 7.
6, 7, and 8.
6 and 7.
6, 7, and 8.
6, 7, 8. Then counsel Mr. So and so appearing for the High Court, prays that some time may be granted, 2 weeks time may be granted to file affidavit in opposition. Why the affidavit has not been filed for so long?
My lord, this is affidavit is ready, my lord. There is some.
Writ of 2017, gentlemen.
We'll file, my lord, within 2 weeks.
Last opportunity is granted for the purpose. List on 7th November.
7.
May I please, your lordship. My lord, I beg to mention for item number 19. My lord, in this case, my lord, the respondent state side has filed affidavit in opposition. We want to file a rejoinder, my lord, to maybe given some.
Current counsel for the petitioner. Praised for and is granted. 6 weeks time to file affidavit, rejoinder affidavit.
Lordship 19 is set with attempt 20, Lordship, so much of control.
20 will go along with that.
Item number 13, my lord, I have circulated in a slip, my lord. I pray for some time to take steps, my lord, on the
Then
respondent.
counsel Mr. Ganguly, praised for and is granted. Further opportunity of 7 days to take steps for effecting service on the respondent.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, in item number 5 and 6, lordship is circulated and adjournment slip yesterday, your lordship.
And counsel for the respondent has circulated an adjournment slip. Who is for the petitioners?
I am for the petition.
Any objection?
Lordship, I have no objection, but we have some urgency, lordship. Lordship may fix it before puja vacation, lordship.
And counsel for the appellants does not object but prays for a short fixed date. List citing urgency, list on 17th October.
Lordship, a few days earlier, your lordship, because 17 October, lordship again.
Lordship, can it be on 5th of October, Lordship?
12th October then.
Lordship, obliged. May I please, your Lordship. At the listing for rate AP, your Lordship, unlisted matter. Next week, your Lordship.
Fresh matter.
No, your, not your Lordship. Earlier listed your Lordship, 24/7/2023.
What was the order passed on that day?
Or that it took adjournment due to.
All right.
Okay.
Check the date and get it listed in the next week.
24/7 it was listed earlier.
Just check the date, why it has not been listed thereafter. Let's see.
I'd like to mention for a listing of the old matter, it's a rate appeal on of 2019 minor.
Hmm.
Last it was listed on 27/2023 and it was fixed after 4 weeks.
Hmm.
But it was not listed.
Find out,
After
Jackie.
minor,
Jackie, find out. Listed. Listed in the first week of October then.
First week of October minor.
Hmm.
Yes, may I please, your lordship? Lordship, I want to mention a matter for urgent listing tomorrow, a fresh matter, my lord.
What is the matter
The
about?
matter is in the form of a PIL, my lord. In the recent plantation drive conducted by the Assam, it's a land which is lying adjacent to the national park, where, my lord, for the plantation to be conducted, around 180 bighas of land will be destroyed. So therefore, my lord, it is creating greater harm and devastation, not just to the environment, also to the livelihood of the people, my lords. And
Get
therefore,
it.
it was immediate indulgence of this honorable court, my lord.
Get it listed, all right.
May I please, your lordship? With the consent of the other side, I beg to mention item number 24 of today's list. for
24.
adjournment.
What is it about, madam? What is the matter about? You are not supposed to stand here simply to make a mention. You should be aware of the facts of the case. What is the matter about? Tell us.
Your lordship, I'm not aware.
Then all right, bring the file and then come. We'll hear your arguments today. Be prepared. We'll not allow your senior to argue. You are appearing for whom?
Respondent.
Respondent. Okay. You are for the appellant?
No, my lord.
No. Where is the appellant's counsel? Madam, where is the petitioner's counsel? Have you told him?
Yes, we have already informed them.
All right. And counsel for the respondents. Praise for time. It is stated that the petitioner's counsel has no objection. List after 3 weeks.
May I please, your lordship, seeking adjournment a matter, today's list, item number 23 orders matter, we are for the appellant and compulsion appointment is subject.
Compassionate appointment. You want adjournment?
Adjournment.
Then counsel for the appellant. Praise for time. List after 4 weeks. All right.
I'm appearing for respondent. Your
The other
Honor, secretary,
respondents counsel does not object. List after 4 weeks.
23,
Master.
deeply obliged.
Daily list for orders, item number 8 to 10.
Maybe. Your lordship, my senior is on leg in Kotnam 4 and are going on matter, so kindly pass over the matter for the time being, your lordship.
Pass.
Can I mention,
Bless.
my lord? I missed for 1 minute. Can I mention, my lord?
Yes, it's all right. Come for.
Mr. Lordship, on appeal I have filed yesterday, my lord, that is regarding contractual matter. During pendency of the repetition, they have issued the impugned order, my lord. So can it become on either tomorrow or Monday, my lord?
Monday.
Monday, yes, my lord. Obliged, my lord.
Oh, Jagat, list it tomorrow. You've got few matters. Tomorrow.
Greatly obliged. Only correct it, but
Item number 11.
Who is there for mining department? Mines and minerals.
My lord, in this case, I have not the proper instruction. I have written to the department whether the person has been appointed or not. I have contacted the counsel of the petitioner also, my lord, yesterday. My lord, he has also, he do not.
No instructions.
No instructions from.
And counsel, Mr. Sharma appearing for the respondent mining department submits that he does not have latest instructions regarding steps taken pursuant to the direction given by this court on 22nd November 22. He shall place the latest status on record, status of regarding appointment of the petitioner or appellant on compassionate basis on record by the next date of listing. Re-notify on 18th October.
Obliged.
Let it be in November then, 8th November.
Item number 12.
Service is not completed.
My lordship, is it in the motion? It will be given in some time. Is it in the motion? The receipt is in the motion. It will give in the some time.
Process is still carrying on. Await return of notice for 2 weeks. Notice issued to the respondent number 7 for 2 weeks.
Item number 14.
My pleasure, Lordship.
221 days.
Lordship.
Let us see the explanation. Writ petition itself was filed after 12 years.
Yes, Lordship.
Read your application. Does it make out valid grounds? Tell us. You yourself tell us fairly
Lordship.
as an officer of this court. Is the delay explained?
Yes, Lordship, we have explained the delay.
How? Satisfactorily, not explained just for the sake of it. Is it a satisfactory explanation? I had gone to Arunachal Pradesh. I was doing a clerk job. Are these explanations?
Lordship.
That's his sweet will. He may go anywhere. He may go to Singapore for it's his sweet will. But will the court wait for him? It's not at all a satisfactory explanation. And what is the justification for delay of 12 years in filing the writ petition itself?
Is it kindly fixing matter on tomorrow, Lordship? I will,
Why?
Lordship, my senior will be appeared, Lordship.
Tomorrow? All
Tomorrow, Lordship.
will not put it on the head of the young man.
Tomorrow, Lordship.
Yes, yes, tomorrow.
Much obliged, Lordship.
Item number 15.
Affidavit on behalf of the additional affidavit and documents have been filed by the appellant's counsel. None present for the parties when the matter was called out. List after puja break, puja vacation.
Item number 16.
Yes, Ms. Saiwala, how does Guwahati High Court have the jurisdiction to entertain this writ petition? This question was not considered by the single bench, but it is at the forefront. Tell us. Neither the work took place here, none of the respondents reside here. No jurisdiction. The option is withdraw the writ petition at the appellate stage. Go file it before the Odisha High Court. That's the only way out.
With regard to jurisdiction, my lord, can I be given one more date? I'll argue on that.
Today you read the file from whichever
I know,
angle you want.
I understand.
You tell us work was at Paradip, Odisha.
My lord.
All the respondents are residents of Odisha.
My lord.
What part of cause of action took place in Assam?
My lord,
The
the
petitioner residing here doesn't make any difference.
the contract was also issued from Assam.
That's irrelevant, gentlemen.
My lord.
Issuance of contract does not give rise to a cause of action. You know very well.
I-
So then the only way out is, all right, you, on a perusal of the record, we find that neither any part of cause of action which is agitated in this writ petition, which is projected in this writ appeal, took place in the territorial jurisdiction of the Guwahati High Court, nor does any of the respondents reside within such jurisdiction. Hence, then counsel for the appellant is granted 3 days time to complete his instructions regarding the maintainability of this proceeding before the Guwahati High Court. Re-notify on 27th September.
My lord, can it be on 3rd of October?
No, it's just a matter of 2 minutes.
But-
We'll dictate the order right now if you want.
No.
You can't save the proceedings, mister.
I-
There is no, you know very well.
Only one thing.
In heart of heart, you knew it.
That is very honest, my lord. Only one thing, my lord, that some question of law is involved, which.
Maybe. So the Odisha High Court is very competent to decide the question of law. You have arbitration clause.
Yes, my lord.
Why you came in late?
Due to the-
Item number 18.
May I plead your lordships? My lord, the appellants issued an advertisement which is at annexure to 1 page 23, my lord. Inter alia inviting applications for several posts. Done post at serial number 6, my lord. This is the subject matter of the appeal, my lord. Medical record officer, graduate in arts, science, commerce from a recognized board or university with medical.
Your condition was notified on 26/9/2016. The course under that condition was to acquire that particular experience. 1 year's period was required.
Yes, my lord.
Your advertisement was issued on 28/9 before that expiry of the 1 year period. How could anyone have qualified?
My lord,
Tell us.
my lord, that is not the issue, my lord.
Yes.
When the writ petition was filed, my lord, at the time of filing of the writ petition, that fact was not within the knowledge of the departmental council. Because, my lord, in the writ petitioner contended that, my lord, he along with the private respondent of the writ petition.
Come to page 7 of the impugned judgment. Bottom 2 lines.
Yes, my lord.
Read.
Para 7, my lord.
Yes, para 10, page 7, bottom 2 lines.
Para 10, page 7, bottom 2 line. Yes, my lord. The learned counsel for the writ petitioner has also referred to a communication dated 25/4/2019, which has been obtained under the RTI Act, as per which the only reason cited to keep the post of medical record officer in the Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed Medical College and Hospital was due to tie of marks secured by the candidates.
So the rejection or non-selection was not on account of this
my lord.
qualification not being there.
My lord, subsequently, there is a clarification. If your lordship peruses page 24 of the appeal, my lord. Because subsequently, my lord, subsequently on document verification, when the result was declared, my lord, at the time of declaration of result, it was notified that due to tie of marks between the petitioner and private respondent. But subsequently, it has been clarified. Annexure 2, my lord, from principal to the director of medical advisory.
Well, let us see your advertisement. Does it have any condition?
Yes,
Precondition of having that qualification?
Yes, my lord.
Read.
Page 23, annexure 1, my lord. Serial number 6, my lord. Medical record officer, graduate in arts / science commerce from a recognized board or university with medical record officer training from recognized institute. Anyways, my lord, if anybody has agreed by the
Third
advertisement.
issue notice to the respondent. Steps for service be taken in 7 days, whereafter process be issued. Rule is made returnable in 4 weeks. Issue notice of the prayer for interim relief as well.
My lord, only one interim relief I am praying for, my lord. Last part of the impugned judgment. at
In the
page-
meantime, direction given by the learned single judge in the review petition imposing cost of 10,000 rupees upon the state shall remain state.
Deeply obliged, my lord.
Item number 21.
These similar petitions have been admitted.
Yes, Lordship.
Admit issue notice. Respondents are duly represented. Thus process need not be issued. Who appears for the Masao? Connect with so and so. Connect and list with so and so. Number of the similar petitions, writ appeals.
That's why I submitted.
Item number 22.
Instruction stated, Lordship.
What is the petition, madam?
Regarding quota, Lordship, 50% ceiling quota reserve.
It's already settled by Supreme Court. Anyhow, none present when the matter was called out. List after 8 weeks.
Top of the list matter, item number 1.
Lordship, this PL Sumuto is regarding the filling of the vacancies in different posts in the police force in the state of Assam and others notice.
After that, the things have changed a lot.
Yes, Lordship. On the last, Lordship was directed to file affidavit to the government of Assam.
My lord, we have filed the affidavit pursuant to the order dated 24/5/2000.
No, thereafter on 21/8, Mr. Nath sought some time.
Yes, Lordship.
Hmm?
After that, Lordship, an affidavit has been filed, Lordship.
Has been filed.
Yes, Lord.
2/9/2023 that has been.
Okay. So what do you say about that affidavit?
Lordship, in the affidavit, Lordship,
What have they said?
Lordship, they have stated in the page 309, Lordship.
Hmm.
The
Not
government of-
30, the affidavit, yes, 309.
Yes, Lordship, the government of paragraph 3,
Paragraph
Lordship.
3 and 4. my-
Paragraph,
3 and 4.
yes.
The governor of Assam by notification dated so and so order.
So the duties of crime investigation and law and order have been separated.
Separate.
And there is a designation of the police personnel, 75% to be earmarked for crime investigation. Now, what further directions are required? The things have already been taken to the logical course. We can close the petition.
Lordship, after that, Lordship, kindly see the paragraph, page number 311, Lordship. Paragraph 8, Lordship.
Reviewed after 6 months.
Yes, Lord.
All right, as per the affidavit, last affidavit filed on behalf of the respondent number 1, state of Assam, the steps to separate the crime and investigation wings have been notified, and the officials in the investigation wing are proposed to be trained in different training institutes as indicated in para 7 of the affidavit. The arrangement so worked out shall be reviewed in 6 months. Thus, consideration of this suo motu PIL is deferred by 6 months so as to receive the latest progress report regarding success of the new system,
Obliged, Lord.
effectiveness of the new system.
Everything was compliant, madam. Only that the appointment of the chairperson of the police commission was awaited, and that has been not delivered phonically. We have been informed. We'll, on the next occasion, we'll submit the.
Okay. Mr. Goswami submit that in Arunachal Pradesh, the process has been completed, and even now, the chairperson of the police commission
Yes, my.
has been appointed.
Yes.
Has been appointed.
Item number 2.
You want to say anything? Yes. Candidates for what purpose? Time has already been granted. The process has still not been completed in Arunachal, Mizoram. We expect, hope and trust that this process will be completed by the next date of listing. As stated by MS. Your good name, madam? H. Sharma appearing for Mr. A. Kalita, Additional Advocate General, Mizoram.
Item number 2.
Matter में भी pass over the time नहीं बोला था.
Pass. It will take hardly 2 minutes, gentlemen. There are no other matters. All right.
Item number 4.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Come to page 5 of the impugned judgment.
Yes, my lord.
What, how do you explain? Bottom 6 lines, there are 10. That was an order passed in your writ petition.
Yes, my lord.
Having regard to the fact that the petitioners were appointed deholds the recruitment rule, that finding is final. Are we supposed to review that finding now? That order is not under challenge. Is it correct?
My lordship.
How can you get relief? Tell us. Your entire edifice of your case is, we were appointed regularly against cadet posts,
Yes, my lord.
whereas this is a finding in your writ petition.
My lord.
How do you surmount this finding? Tell us.
My lord, the judgment is on earlier judgment, that is on page 184, my lordship.
Judgment, this 23rd May 2012. Read page 184.
184.
Okay, read.
184. 186. My lordship. Here the honorable court, my lordship. Last line, my lordship. However, the director of social welfare.
All right, dispose of the appeal.
Yes.
You never took any action thereafter.
Yes, my lord. I'm coming.
Irrespective of the fact, forget about whatever is the fate of the appeal.
My-
Now you are in the writ court.
Yes, my lord.
You ask for, seek a remedy for the appointments which were totally illegal and
That appeal
deholds
has-
the rules.
That appeal has been disposed of, my lordship.
All right.
My lordship. That
When,
is,
when,
my lordship is it is on page, my lordship. 130.
that appeal was for a limited purpose,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
CDPO did not allow them to perform their duties. That appeal has nothing to do with the prayer which you are making in this writ
I
petition.
have been allowed, my lordship.
All right, so all right, we continue.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
kind of direction is the writ court supposed to give? Let's see your prayer now in your writ petition.
There 105, my lordship.
105, let's see. You yourself say in your writ petition, appointment on ad hoc basis.
Yes, my
So ad hoc appointments, how this relief can be sought? And there is a pleading of the respondents that one of the appellants is not working since 2019 probably. Or not going to the duties. Check, see the finding.
It is affidavit in opposition.
Yes,
Written,
read please.
190 is the
Hmm.
affidavit in opposition.
Come to para 12, the finding of the learned single judge. Read please.
Yes, my lordship.
Hmm.
The only question that has been decided in the present writ petition is as whether a direction can be issued to the respondents for allowing the petitioners to continue in their service in terms of their appointment orders dated 11/11/1998. This question having already been decided to the detriment of the petitioners in WBC number 7517/2003 by the order dated 23/05/2012, the court is of the view that nothing remains to be decided in the writ petition. Further, the order dated 23/5/2012 passed in WPC number 7517/2003 has not been put to challenge till date. As such, the petitioner's challenge to the impugned
You
order.
concealed this order while filing the writ petition.
Mm,
So that is sufficient ground to non-suit you, and a heavier cost can be imposed if you want. This is absolutely unacceptable. You conceal the fact regarding order passed by this court in your earlier litigation and seek even a better relief. This is ridiculous. So all right, we'll impose heavier cost now. We'll make it an exemplary cost.
My lordship, let me explain, my lordship.
All right, explain please.
My lordship.
What about the concealment? How do you explain that?
While filing the writ petition, my lordship, the petitioners, as because the interim orders and everything they have given to the their counsel, my lordship. My lordship,
So council did not place it on record.
my lordship,
Petitioners are educated persons.
my lordship. Thereafter, my lordship,
Are the petitioners educated persons? Tell us.
yes, my lord.
They claim to be serving as teachers. Hmm.
Not teachers. my
Then?
lord. Typist, my lord.
Typist, all right. So we assume that they know basic English language. So before swearing the affidavit, they must have read the writ petition. It's presumed that is the affidavit.
My lordship, it's because that writ petition became infructuous, my lordship. That was
It was not an infructuous order, sir. It was an order whereby your rights were decided, holding that you were never appointed against any regular post or by following the process of the recruitment. So that was not an infructuous kind of order.
But my lord, these were not delivered, my lordship.
All right. Okay, very well.
Because my lordship, after that also they filed writ petition when their salaries were stopped, my lordship.
Yes.
They filed writ petition in the year
Okay.
2010, my lordship. At that time, the honorable court directed the respondent authorities to examine and pass necessary order. Thereafter, my lordship, we filed contempt petition. And after filing that contempt petition, we came to know that such order has been passed, my lordship. The contempt order, my lordship, page 133, everything, my lordship.
Yes.
That is after second writ petition, my lordship.
Mm.
We are totally unaware of the facts, my lordship.
You're totally unaware of your own writ petition. That's excellent. Very good. Wonderful.
And after filing this writ petition, my
Yes.
this contempt petition, the impugn order, we came to know about the impugn order of
Mm. Good,
2011.
good. All right.
And thereafter we challenged that, my lordship.
Yes. So this order of 2010 and 11, which you are now assailing, they were challenging that writ petition or not?
Yes.
Which was decided in 2014 or 12?
No, my lordship.
So it's your own choice.
My lord.
Whenever you want, you can challenge whichever order you want.
That was filed in the year 2003, my lordship.
Yes, it was decided in 2012. So were you supposed to bring those facts on record or not? Subsequent events. Anyhow, what do you say now? We propose to impose costs. In the present writ petition, why didn't you disclose?
My lordship.
So that is sufficient ground.
My lordship. I filed that writ petition in the year 2003, my lordship.
Yes.
And after that interim order, my lordship, I submitted that interim order and I got the relief, my lordship. Thereafter, suddenly my salary has been stopped, my lordship.
Yes.
Thereafter, I filed.
Salary for what purpose is to be paid to you? Tell us. You're not a regularly selected employee. So as long as you are in duty serving, they might have paid you. That's fine. Enjoy that. Nothing beyond that.
For the affidavit up to, they allowed us to work also.
All right. So you sue the officers concerned. State is not responsible for their acts. Where is the order of the director on appeal?
My lordship. First order, my lordship, is on page 136 and second order is 124.
You did not place the fate of this appeal also before the writ court. This was also not presented, right?
My lordship,
So you can, you are at liberty to conceal anything and come before the writ court.
My lordship, I annexed the interim order, my lordship. In that.
What about this order dated 11 January 2005?
My lordship, that order I came to know only after filing the contempt petition, my lordship.
Contempt petition in which year?
In the year 2010. That was.
So we are asking you in the present writ petition, when did you file this instant writ petition? Of which the order is not challenged?
My lord.
That is of 2003.
Yes, my lord.
No. Can't be. 2014 writ petition.
Yes, my lord.
Therein, did you disclose the fact regarding this appeal being decided?
My lordship, I was totally unaware. Of
That's good.
My lordship.
Tremendous. Ignorance is bliss on every aspect.
My lordship.
Cost 25,000 each on both the petitioners.
My lord.
This is blatant. Absolutely. But taking the court for a ride will not let you off lightly. All right.
Only one thing, one submission, my lordship.
Yes, please.
My lordship. first, my lordship, they issued order on 11/1/2005, my lordship, on page 136, my lordship.
Yes, please.
And within next month, my lordship, they allowed my salary, my lordship.
They might have done, but that order was required to be brought to the notice of the court. Wherein it is reflected that no, you have no right to the post. Your appointment is illegal. You just hide everything, orders passed by this court, and still you seek relief. All right.
My lordship,
Yes,
they're unemployed, my lordship.
we are not bothered about it.
My lord.
Unemployed person
Maybe
cannot take the court for a ride.
they maybe there were inadvertent mistake, my lordship, but they're.
This is intentional, sir. Absolutely. Maybe on part of the council or the petitioners, we are not bothered about it. But the brunt will be borne by the petitioners.
My lordship, they're unemployed.
All right. So they will not pay.
One of
Government
the-
will recover under the PDR Act. Yes.
They have annexed the interim order, my lordship, maybe that final order, that mistake may be on the part of the council, my lordship.
Yes,
Inadvertent
yes.
Mistake, my
You
lordship.
throw the blame on the head of the council, get off easily. That is the way to do it. Anything else to say?
And they have filed several writ petition, my lordship, and
Yes.
that writ
So
petition.
they have a right to approach this court any number of time by filing whatever documents they want. That is what the concept of liberty, concept of
No,
indulgence to unemployed youth is. They can do anything under the sky and the court will just sit comfortably and let them go freely. That's what you want. No. We'll now this time round, we will put the finality to the things.
my
Dismissed with a cost of rupees 25,000 each.
some leniency, my lordship.
20,000, all right. That is the limit. Thank you. Mr. Council, a brief note on the sequence of events where they have conceived. Mr. Sharma, prepare it right now. We need it within 1 hour. All right, thank you.
Pastor meter 2.
It is lordship.
Yes, please.
In this case, lordship, rule of the game was saints, lordship.
Interview marks were removed. The arbitrary subjective process was removed. You participated very well, knowing that this has been altered. You did not challenge it before participating.
Lordship, before participating, some candidates were come, lordship, for participating, some for challenging the particular office memorandum.
Yes.
During the office memorandum, then interview was started, lordship. And what happened? This court directed that you file separate writ petition. Actually, this one writ petition will not. Then, lordship, the interview process has been started, lordship. Then we have to come, lordship, after the.
All right, what about the other persons who filed petitions? Whether they were approached in appeal? There were a large number of writ petitions.
No, lordship. They are not interested because the posts are already filled up, lordship. But lordship, I am agreed by only lordship. Kindly see page number 112, lordship. Page number, paragraph number 49, lordship.
Yes, please.
What has been noticed by this court in the present case is that though admittedly there is a change in the marking pattern from the office memorandum existing at the time of publication of the advertisement and the new office memorandum which came in the operation at the time of the interview. This change is only reduction.
It does not make the process more arduous. It facilitates the process because certificates, pre-existing certificates have been accounted for giving a very small fraction of marks.
Lordship, yes, Lordship. Yes.
The interview process has been criticized time and again by the courts whenever there is an allegation of nepotism, favoritism. So by removing the interview, the things have been made more transparent.
Yes, Lordship.
All right then.
Yes, Lordship. If that is the case, that is the actual fact. Lordship, I have no case.
All right.
Lordship,
Then what is the fact?
that Lordship. Then Lordship. In my affidavit in reply, kindly see page number 61, Lordship.
Yes, please.
61, Lordship.
61, read.
Lordship. Lordship, 61, I have given a table, Lordship. How the marks has been changed? If the interview marks has been changed, Lordship, I have no given, Lordship. In SLC, earlier 10 marks was there, 2020 10, no, actually right. Higher secondary, earlier 13 in 2018. Then 2020 it brought into 14, Lordship. Then BA, Lordship 22. It has been come into, in it is 25. MA 25 to 30. Gradually, Lordship, my right has been curtailed because I am a PhD until all the degree holders. Interview is not the only subject,
So
Lordship.
even the marks for the qualifying examinations, they have been changed.
Yes, Lordship. Then Lordship kindly see MPhil marks. MPhil marks earlier 3 marks, Lordship. Then Lordship 2020 new office member it has been 2. So I lost 1 marks, Lordship. Then Lordship.
For MA, it has been increased. So why do you lose? You will gain in MA, you will gain in BA.
No, Lordship. In,
No.
in BA, Lordship, BA 22.
22 was earlier.
22 was earlier.
Now by change, it has been brought out to 25.
25. Then,
So you will be standard advantage.
yes, Lordship, because I have passed only 20 years back, Lordship.
So what? What
Because
of that?
Today, Lordship, marks has been converted into
Nah.
CGPA formula, Lordship.
I think
That is why they all.
the reduction is hardly fractional in one field. Publication. Do you have any publications? Do you claim to be having any publications?
Lordship, kindly see page number 114, Lordship. Page number 114.
How many marks did you secure? Tell us.
Lordship, 114. This selected candidate, Lordship, my marks will be 66.40 without interview, Lordship. As per
On
earlier one.
the previous
Yes, previous.
OM.
Yes, 66.43. And Lordship, other candidate who will be selected, Lordship, I will show how he selected. His marks without interview 60.76, Lordship. Page number 114. Then after the coming in new OM, Lordship, marks have been changed. Lordship, kindly come to page number 123. My marks come down to 64.85, 64.85. And his marks come to Lordship 68.69, Lordship. Without interview, Lordship.
Okay.
Because he is a new candidate, Lordship. His marks is more because we are passing the old pattern, Lordship. We are in CGPA.
Yeah, how do you explain this?
Lordship.
Reduction in the interview marks or doing away with the interview marks and substituting with different criterion is understandable.
Yes, sir.
Why change in the other categories?
Lordship, other category, Lordship, this calculation is page 114, was done by the petitioner himself, Lordship.
Have you disputed it?
It is not done by the Lordship.
Have you disputed it?
Lordship's that part is annexed in the affidavit, Lordship.
Let us see. How do you explain this? What chart he has prepared? How do you explain that?
Lordship, there is no sense. He is benefited by the sense of the marks in the education qualification, Lordship.
No, he is not. Apparent what calculation he has presented.
Calculation.
He has presented the calculation without accounting for the Vaivavasi marks.
Yes.
Therein he stands on a higher footing.
Lordship.
Then you have put him at a disadvantage.
No, Lordship, it is
No.
not.
All right.
Lordship.
What have you said about the chart? Let us see.
Chart, Lordship, he has prepared, Lordship, on its own, Lordship. That chart.
Oh, all right. What prevents him from doing so? You controvert it.
Lordship, and then Lordship, the chart which was Lordship.
We are asking you for the third time.
Lordship.
What have you said about this chart?
Lordship. This chart, Lordship, we have because the issue was not before the honorable single judge.
All right. This is from the record. What he has prepared chart is from the record.
Lordship.
Marks secured by the petitioner and the other candidates.
Lordship.
Give your affidavit on this chart.
Lordship, I'll give.
And counsel for the respondents shall file a pertinent affidavit in order to explain the submissions made by the appellant through chart containing statement of marks of the candidates following the DHE guidelines 218 within bracket page 114 and the chart at page number 122 prepared on the basis of DHE guidelines 2020. It may be stated here that the appellant has set up a pertinent case that on evaluation as per the DHE guidelines 2018, he secured 66.40 4.3 marks as opposed to 65.76 secured by Kankan Talukdar, respondent number so and so. However, on the amended guidelines of 2020, on applying the amended guidelines of 2020, the appellant has been disadvantaged because his grand total marks have been brought down to 64.85, whereas Kankan so and so Talukdar has been brought up to 60. How much? 66 point. Where is his mark?
68.6.
68.6. Then counsel for the respondents shall file a pertinent affidavit of the officer in charge to explain this apparent discrepancy.
Lordship, Lord.
Re-notify on 17th October.
Lordship.
Passover meter 8 to 10.
Matter was called out in the second round. Petitioner's counsel is not available. Re-notify after 2 weeks.
Deeply obliged, my lord.
Give her the date, date दे देना जो भी मांग.
Obliged, my lord.